They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with the W.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. A quick toss out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down, Cantrell. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. Nolan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Returnable here from the 38. A beautiful fake. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams. So some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Richardson looking to throw this. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Richardson to the air on 1st down. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Graham displaying the strength. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Forbes. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Cantrell. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll look to throw again.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Underneath to Allen. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He's got him in, complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Cantrell.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cantrell. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play.
So, message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Ooh, with a juke. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Richardson.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
On 1st down, Forbes. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll run. This is Allen. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Cantrell. And that is incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And the Dolphins. So the turnover leads to points as they have 3.
Sequence there and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
And the Colts coming out now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Richardson out of the shotgun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And Richardson back to throw it.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's Hunter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 21, here's second down and 5. Richardson off the play fake. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Colts are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from it. I'm with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right back. Baby, I'm my own hype, man. Yeah. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back and run it back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back. Watch your back.